You sit. You sit.
Yeah, you sit.
Please sit. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and two people who are in it forever. You really don't have to have a ceremony like this to have a marriage. And when you think about it, this whole process is really pretty weird. You have Melanie here looking like a Disney princess, and you have Ramil dressed up, all fancy, and they're being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to them for the past 20-something years. So why do we do this? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments in our lives, but this one is regarded as so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. And despite all of our differences in this crazy world, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth. And no matter who you are, or where you come from, or what you believe, we all know one little thing. Love is what we're doing right. And that's why you are both standing here today, and that's why everyone else is here to stare at you. I'm here, and I think we're all here, because we want these moments for Melanie and Ramil. We're here to hope with them, to support them, to be proud of them, and to remind them that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. Love isn't a single moment. It's not even this moment. It's every moment. It's the big moments like saying I love you for the first time, moving in together, or getting engaged. But most importantly, it's the million little moments that happen in between those big moments. Like falling asleep next to each other, spending holidays with your family, binge watching Netflix shows, trips to Disneyland, or just getting a big hug when you come home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not always to be described. And you can describe love in different ways. And even though it can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it. And we see it here today with these two. Now, I don't think that you probably came here to listen to me talk today. And luckily, Melanie and Ramil have made my life much easier by preparing their own wedding vows, which they will now share with each other. What are you done? Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to yell at her, at you, at her. Wait, that was like half an hour ago. So hi. It's been a long 18 years. Some of you are like, oh, it's only been 10 or 12 years. We met in Miss James' 7th grade English class. I think it was first period. I don't think that's good. No. But if you had told me that I would be marrying the girl whose backpack strap JP had just pulled over and made her backpack fall, I would have laughed you all the way from Vallejo to Glen Cove, which I guess is still Vallejo. But we've had the we've had the craziest beginning of forever that I can think of. Remember the time we went to the rally to restore sanity and or fear, and the hotel clerk was like, "Sir, I need $100 or more on your credit card to verify your incidental." Or that time when, what else did we do? Yeah. Oh, the time when your sister was hiding me in your bedroom while your mom was. Your mom. Is that the one thing? No way. She's fine. Hey, your sisters can listen to that anyway. If I'm going down, I'm taking y'all with me. But also, there was times when we were just trying to get to school in a small red truck that the door wouldn't close on it for some reason. And, last thing. That one time when you lived across from me and was able to look directly into my apartment room, that was awesome. So anyway, I hear I'm supposed to tell you I love you and I'll do things for you, which, I don't even know why I need to say this, but I promise to, and I already forgot the list. I promise to do all the corny things that you want me to do, almost all the things. I won't get you the little super best friends ring. I'll buy you other stuff though, other rings that's cool. I will always eat the whipped cream off of your desserts, because I know you absolutely hate them. I will always joke with you until we are dying from laughter and we can't stop except for hyperventilating. And I will always outdrink you. I promise to do that and not party you whenever we go partying. And I always used to think that it was like, the more you say I love you, the less special it becomes. But I love you.
Aww.
Sweetheart. I didn't want to yell into it. Okay. This day has been nearly 12 years in the making. We've done most of our growing up together this past decade, a winding road through our 20s and into what finally feels like real adulthood. I know that I've always been the more hesitant one, and I thank you for being willing to be a couple steps ahead and wait for me to catch up. You remember the first time we went to Disneyland together, and we were eating at a character restaurant, and Belle came by to greet us, and she called me princess, of course, because but she asked if you were my beast, and I had to correct her because you're my prince. And then, now, and forever, you're my knight in shining armor, and I will spend the rest of my life striving to be the princess you deserve.
Do we have the rings? Ramil, repeat after me. I, Ramil Nobleza,
I, Ramel Nobleza,
happily take Melanie to be my wife,
happily take Melanie to be my wife,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
from now to eternity.
from now to eternity.
Now place the ring on her finger. Melanie, repeat after me. I, Melanie Kemp,
I, Melanie Kemp,
happily take Ramil to be my husband,
happily take Ramil to be my husband,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
from now to eternity.
from now to eternity.
Now place the ring on his finger. With the exchange of these rings and vows in front of an audience of family and friends, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Nobleza.
Stay down in your